public key cryptography. First, it is publicly proposed by Diffie and Hellman in 1976. Before this public key cryptography, from thousands of years, we are using symmetric cryptography. Now, this public key cryptography revolutionized the cryptography algorithms. This algorithm is based on mathematical functions rather than simple operations on bit patterns. Before public key encryption, we are using conventional encryption or a symmetric encryption, where the encryption is done in transformation of bits. But here the public key encryption is actually completely depending on the mathematical functions, mathematical formulas. This public key encryption is also called as asymmetric because it involves with the two separate keys, private key and public keys. Some common misconceptions concerning public key encryption. Here, misconception means misunderstanding or confusion, which is dealing with public key encryption. The first one is called as public key encryption is more secure from cryptanalysis than conventional encryption. We think that public key is a new technology, so it is more secure than the previous conventional encryption. But the security of this encryption is not depending on here the algorithm here. It is actually depending on the length of the key we used. If the length of the key is very large, then it's very difficult for the opponent to break the code to identify the key. The second difficulty can be done by creating a complex computational work for the breaking the code. If the opponent want to break the code, he was to do a lots of computational work. So this will make him more time consuming process. So it is more secure. So these are the two facts you have to understand, not whether we are using public key encryption or symmetric encryption. The second misconception is public key encryption is a general purpose technique that has made conventional encryption obsolete. We think that the public key encryption completely destroy or eliminate the conventional encryption from the usual use. But it is not true because the conventional encryptions are more faster than the public key encryption, because this conventional encryption works on bit level, wherever the public key encryption is actually a mathematical calculations. So wherever we need the speed, it is better to use the previous technique, that is symmetric technique. The work of the public key encryption is different than the our conventional encryption. So this conventional encryption is not absolute. The third misconception is there is a feeling that key distribution is trivial when using public key encryption compared to the rather cumbersome handshaking involved with key distribution centers of conventional encryption. In public key encryption, we are distributing a public key to the users, whereas in symmetric encryption, we have to share the secret key to the users. If the secret key is available to the opponent, he can misuse our data. But even the public key is available to the opponent, he cannot misuse the data. So that is the misconception. But if you distribute our secret key by using a proper technique like handshaking and proper technique, It's more secure, just like a public key encryption. A public key encryption scheme has 6 ingredients. The first one is called as plain text. Plain text means any readable message or data that is fed into the algorithm as an input. If you take any data or any file which can be read by the users, such data is actually called as plain text, and it is fed into the encryption algorithm. This plain text is fed to the encryption algorithm as an input. Encryption algorithm. The second one is encryption algorithm. This encryption algorithm performs various transformations on the plain text. It will apply some mathematical applications or formulas on your plain text and convert it into ciphertext. The third ingredient is public key and private key. Now we are using a pair of keys instead of a single secret key. Here we are using a pair of keys called as public key and private key. And this pair is selected so that one key is actually used for encryption, whereas the other is used for the decryption. To decrypt the data, we have to use the same public or private key. The exact transformation performed by the encryption algorithm depend on the public or private key that is provided as the input. That means if you encrypt data using public key, we have to decrypt using the same private key which is provided by the users. So we have to use in pair. Whoever has the private key and public key combination, only that person can exchange the data. Next one is called as ciphertext. Ciphertext means it is the output of the encryption algorithm. This is actually a scrambled message which is not in a readable format. The ciphertext is actually depend on the plain text and the key fed to the algorithm. If we are giving two different keys as an input to a same plain text, it will generate two different ciphertext. So the ciphertext is nothing but the scrambled message of a plain text which is not readable. The last one is called as decryption algorithm. It's the opposite of encryption algorithm where it will decrypt the ciphertext back to your plain text. Decryption algorithm also takes a key, a matching key, and produces the original plain text. If during the encryption we are using the private key, at the decryption we are using public key. If we use the public key for the encryption, we are using the private key for the decryption.